Are sloths threatened with extinction? For those of you that don't know, the sloth is a rather gormless, slow-moving mammal that lives in the canopy of South America's rainforests. Sloths spend much of their time lounging around covered in algae as they eat incredibly slowly, sleeping up to 18 hours every single day. But for how much longer will sloths still be around? Are they threatened with extinction? The sloth at greatest risk of extinction is the pygmy three-toed sloth. Every single pygmy three-toed sloth lives on the tiny Panamanian island of Isla Escudo de Veraguas, home to 120 Angobe bugle families. All other species live on the mainland of Latin America, and it's no secret that there has been rampant deforestation across this region as it undergoes rampant economic development. This is the main threat to the sloth. As well, it lives in trees, so when trees are cut down, that isn't good if you're a sloth because you've lost your home. 92% of the Atlantic forest on the coast of Brazil has been deforested. Indeed, most of Brazil's biggest cities are located in the Atlantic forest. When forest is cut down, sloths lose their habitat, but also their habitat becomes more fragmented. This means it is harder for them to move through the habitat, find mates, and make babies, meaning having little patches of forest won't save the sloths. They need to be connected so that sloths can date, make sloth love, and make baby sloths. Another big threat to sloths is that they're cute. This means people want them as pets. Indeed, 1/5 of confiscated wild pets in the Colombian Caribbean were sloths from 2008 to 2012. Sloths are at greater risk of being taken from their habitat and sold as pets because of the expansion of human communities into their habitat. Indeed, it's pretty easy to catch a sloth, given they're not exactly the fastest runners. A study in Brazil found sloths need about 35% forest cover in any given area to persist. Brazilian native vegetation law requires rural properties have 20% forest cover. One step to helping sloths would be increasing the amount of forest that private owners have to keep. Although this also needs adequate enforcing, and if there's trees on the land, it isn't earning the farmer any money. So the farmer needs a bit of encouragement to help his sloth mates, probably monetarily. Another way may be agroforestry, for instance, where coffee is grown under the shade provided by rainforest trees. How effective this is depends on the sloth. A study in Costa Rica found three-toed sloths find coffee a little bit scary. But for two-toed sloths, agroforestry can help increase the connectivity of the landscape, making it easier for them to find other sloths to make sloth love too. However, the best strategy would be riparian corridors. What is a riparian corridor, you ask? Well, it's where a river is used to connect bits of a rainforest, so sloths can use the river as a highway to find sloths, connecting bits of the jungle together. In conclusion, one of the big concerns for sloths is, well, how little we know about them. See, in the conservation world, funding tends to be allocated to the animals we know are in a bad way, like the black rhino. But to know this, you need to have a lot of data. And to get that data, you need money, which you get more of if the animal is in a bad way. You might see the problem here. It's difficult to actually know the extent sloths and many other species are in a bad way, and so how much they might need conservationist attention. However, sloths don't live in isolation. The whole world doesn't revolve around sloths, at least for now. This means that whatever is done to protect the broader habitat and multiple other species will also help protect sloths and vice versa. So hopefully the future is bright for our slow, gormless companions.